What is going on, you guys? It is your boy Cyrus Obsidian here at Obsidian Games to bring you another local diaries. So we are here ready to swing into action and give you what you didn't ask for. That's right. Since you guys love the new combo guide for Pendulum Magician, we're going to take the deck to locals and put it to the true test to see if we can top or if we just fall to pieces. But either way, we're going to give it our best shot, swing into action here, and see if Pendulum Magician can top locals. So without further ado, let me show you the deck profile because we do have a side deck this time. And I think the side deck is a little spicy. So let me show you the deck profile, and then let's head on over to locals to see how we can do today. All right, so let me give you the deck profile that we are rolling with today. You're going to see a lot of similarities to the combo guide, so none of this should come as a real shock. But again, I just want a huge shout out to Ophidian Accessories for this playmat. They did such an amazing job in making my design come to life, and just really highlights my love for Pendulum. But as you can also see, Circular, may he rest in peace, and then Tellarknight Caduceus, as they were both decks that I love to play, but in the meta, I mean, without Circular, you can't play Mathmech. And then Tellarknights just aren't it, Chief. They ain't it. But anyways, we play one Astrograph, three the Gate Magician, not Dark Magician, two Dragon Darkworm with one Lightworm. I was looking at the Lightworm as my third, but and then we play one Supreme King Gate 0. So this is my standard line that I will always play. I think playing, if we could play Astrograph at 3, hear me Konami, free my boy Astrograph, it'd be great. But for now, we play him at 1. Supreme King Gate Magician, you definitely need him at 3 to utilize and see him as often as possible. Darkworm can stay at 2 because we really don't want to normal summon it, but we do want to see it, if that makes any sense. Lightworm, since it is easily searchable, along with Darkworm, playing one copy is just solid enough. And same thing with Gate 0, since you scale it with Gate Magician, you don't need more than one. If you really fear a Cosmic Cyclone, then definitely play that too. Next, we play 3 Skullcrobat Joker. Skullcrobat can pretty much search any of our Magician cards, which is really great. That includes Gate Magician. 3 copies of Double Iris, because we want to utilize the Pendulum-graphs. 3 copies of Wisdom Eye, because Wisdom Eye can scale Double Iris and the Supreme King Gate Magician, which we can then further do plays with Gate Magician. 2 Harmonizing, as I feel that we only need 3 tuners for the deck, since we are playing only 3 Synchros. And then 1 Oath Dragon. Oath Dragon is really here just for harmonizing. That's really it. And then the off chance that you really need a low scale, but that doesn't come up often enough. And then we play 3 Wings of Light with the 1 star and 1 time to round out the Magician package that you play in this deck. So Wings of Light searches you Supreme King Gate, all the Supreme King cards really, which is what you need. Star and Time, they just really utilize being able to protect your spellcasters from being targeted by spell cards or effects and trap cards or effects. And then Star just really gets you resource. Time just lets you control tempo and just have another form of interrupt, which is really cool. So, and since they are searchable via Double Iris, you don't need more than the 1, since you don't want to brick on them. And then as for support cards, we play 3 copies of Dragon Shrine with 1 Foolish, because we want to send our Darkworm to the grave as soon as we can. So playing, maxing out cards that will send it to the graveyard is really helpful. We play 1 Called By, since we do fear hand traps. And then Triple Tactics, because we know hand traps are being played, so we want to utilize Triple Tactics. I don't want to play more than 1, because in the past when I play more than 1, I brick on it. So we're playing 1 copy, because 1 copies always seem to be good and faithful. To round out, we play 3 Nib, 3 Ash, and 3 Imperm. We do play 1 other hand trap in the side deck to mitigate if we do play against Snake Eye, just to take out the Ash, put in, you'll see my choice. Just so that way my opponent can't use my own fire card. So that is it for the main deck. That rounds it out to 40 cards. I am a firm believer we play 40 or bust, so we play 40. And then our extra deck, we play one Odd Eyes Vortex because it is still just a really good Omni Negate, the one Ignister Prominence, the one Boiled Savage, and one Baron de Fleur. So these are our synchros. You definitely want to get these up as quick as possible. If not, it's totally understandable. A huge chunky nib token, can be in the future, but sometimes if they don't have it, then you're just solid. If they do, though, you've got a big chunky nib token that they now have to figure out how to get rid of. And then Ignister Prominence is just really great at being able to just remove threats from your opponent's field, especially since it is non-targeting. For X Seeds, we play one Abyss Dweller, one Baguska. Going into either of these two is really great, especially when you know that your opponent's graveyard reliant or they're not really playing a link-based strategy. You just go Baguska Pass. We follow it up with one Odd Eyes Absolute and one Odd Eyes Rebellion. So really the Rebellion's in here just to send off of the Supreme Gate. Absolute is for our link climbing. Even though it does remove a body on board, the only reason why we do it is so we can get Vortex out. It's cheating it out, but it still counts. And then we play one Typhon, because Typhon is just really great and oppressive, and it has saved me so many times. We follow up with links for 2 Beyonds, 1 Selene, 1 Exceed, 1 Oppo, and then 1 Access Code. So I love the 2 Beyond. I've never had to use it twice. Usually if the effect resolves, it resolves, and then if it doesn't, then we go into the second one. But my opponents, thankfully not a lot of people are very aware of Pendulum, so they don't know where the choke points are, so they use their interrupts early. And so if they leave Beyond, then you're good. But a lot of times we just can pop off without needing Beyond, because most of our as you see in the main deck, like we play a lot of Pendulums that get us searches. And then we play, hand traps to follow that or whatever. So Beyond, typically if it resolves, we're adding an extender. There's only like certain hands where we're adding the card we need. And then most of our plays, we do go Selene and Exceed in the same combo line. If you have like the God hand, then you don't need to, but we do so that way we can set up our Oppo with Baron, Vortex, Time Pendulum Graph free, and then another interrupt or 2 in hand. So that is our extra deck. Moving on to our side deck. So if you caught as I had the cards laid out, you probably will see that I have Supreme King's Yark, Odd Eyes Archray, Starving Venom Predapower, Fusion, and Clear Wing Synchro Dragon in my side deck. So the reason being is because we are playing the Zark package in our side deck. So after looking at the comments and seeing some of you talk about playing the Zark package, I do think that is very valid. And I think that we can utilize that blind siding of the Zark package to our advantage. So in doing that, we do follow it with, 3 copies of Odd Eyes Revolution to really search out our dragon starters for the deck. Also, there's some funny plays that you can do with Revolution, especially if either one of these two gets sent to the graveyard. You can scale the Revolution to bring it back, which is really cheeky. And then we play Odd Eyes Archray to send for the fusion summon with Soul of the Supreme Celestial King. I know people play Miracle, the Celestial King or the Supreme King. I like Soul a lot better. Miracle's still good though, not going to lie. And then we play triple Droll in the side to swap out for Ash or even anything else, and then 3 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, just because I think Cosmic Cyclone will be really great as another form of interrupt alongside Time Pendulum Graph. So that is our side deck. It is a little interesting, but I think it is spicy enough to where it will catch our opponents off guard and just be really great at forcing other interruptions. But as well, Zark's effect, being able to resolve, being to board wipe, is going to come in really clutch, I think. So let's head on over to locals and put this to the metal.
We are at Duke City, guys, and we got a full house for Yu-Gi-Oh! So this will be fun and interesting.
So round 1, we end up playing against Voiceless Voice. Voiceless Voice branded, mind you. Game 1, he opened up first, and he was able to set up a board. I tried cracking it, but he blew my low scale, and I didn't have Supreme King Gate Magician in hand, so I couldn't get my Beast board to OTK, and he ended up taking the game. Game 2, we went first, we were able to set up a board. Not as great though. I goofed. I had Odd Eyes Vortex and Baron on board when I went Selene, and I activated Selene's effect to revive Astrograph from my grave. He went Bistio Magnum, and I could have Vortexed, and I didn't. So that sucked. But he had Super Poly anyways, so Vortex and Baron were useless along with Apollosa. He just went over. I drew for turn, I drew into an Ash, and we just conceded there. Because there was, my life points were already low, and he was, yeah, it was rough. So we take an L in round 1, which is really unfortunate. But hey, we still have 4 more rounds to go, so we'll see what happens from here on out. Round 2 was really interesting. We ended up playing against ABC Therion. So, honestly, haven't seen ABC in forever, so it's cool to see it being played tonight. Game 1, he sets up his board. We take a look at our hand, and it's not the greatest, but it's enough to just be the little push if we play right. So we used our Imperm right away, and gets negated, but we were hoping that would happen anyways. We let him use his resources on our turn, and we just had enough to just push through access code for game. Game 2, he goes first again. This time we've got Droll, so we just rolled him, he passed, but he ended on Cyber Dragon Infinity, so we had to deal with that. So our best way was Wings of Light. We were able to use Wings of Light to bait out the negate, normal summon Skullcrobat, full comboed. Well, wasn't full combo. We weren't able to get into our Beyond the Pendulum, so we went Selene to Apo. We had Time Pendulum Graph, and then another Wings of Light set. Time was just going to pop whatever he was able to put up, which he had put up a Rite of Arameser token or Adventure token, and we just got rid of the token, and we took game. So, 1-1 right now. Feeling pretty solid. The deck is performing as I hoped. We haven't really touched the side much other than Cosmics and Droll, so maybe the funny side wasn't the play, but hey, we're going to use it. We will use it. So, we'll see where the next few rounds have in store. Round 3. A deck that I picked up jokingly, also because it was dirt cheap at the time. I keep saying I'll play, and I haven't played yet. We play against Dinomorphia. Game 1, he sets up his board. Can't do jack. Steel Drain. He's playing Dinomorphia Floodgates. So we just take L game 1. Game 2, we were able to establish a okay board and just OTK, so that was good. I wanted to pull the Zark stuff, which we were able to search into and get, but he had Lightning Storm, so. Game 3, yeah, Rex Term hurts. And he had Intax, Hollow, not Brute Sonic. So we weren't winning. We take an L against Dinomorphia. I think maybe this is my sign to complete the deck and actually play it. So who knows? Who knows? So we're 1-2 right now. We've fallen from table 3. We still got 2 more rounds though. We'll see if we can make Magician Pendulum proud. We'll see. All right, we're making this quick. So round 4 we play against Galaxy Eyes. Haven't seen the deck in a bit. Game 1 we were able to just set up an impressive board. He couldn't break it. Game 2 he set up an impressive board. I couldn't break it. I opened up no interruptions, but I was playing 15 or 12 in the deck. And then game 3 we sided in the Zark package because we thought we could pull it off. So we did. We only put in the Arc Ray and the Celestial, and then the entire extra deck. And we were able to set up a board. He nibbed me, but we had Astrograph. We were able to pop something, especially the Astrograph, add a double Iris with a Time Pendulum Graph. So we were able to end on Nib Token, Celestial, Time, Iris, Astrograph. We Zarked his board, timed it, and he couldn't get over it. So we were able to just successfully take the win. And then we drew into a Pendulum Monster. We went with Goose Pass, and we blew up our scale, and we smoked for game for high damage because the Nib Token was at 7k. So we, at round 5. Let's see, we're 2-2. Holy crap. Round 5 was probably my most stressful match tonight. So we play against Cash Tira. We open up first because we finally win a die roll. We go Dragon Shrine. Guess what it's met with? Shifter. We went to game 2. Game 2, we were able to set up our board. He couldn't break, so we ended up taking the game. Game 3, he goes first, and he sets up a Fenrir, Red Ice Flare, and Birth. passes. We draw for turn, and we top deck the Imperm. So we Imperm the Flare, because we don't want to take damage when the time. And we just assembled his board piece by piece. He was able to get Phantasme when we did Beyond. We shuffled out all of his stuff. We broke it. Yeah, we Ignis or Prominence the Phantasme. We Baroned the Flare. We took his Fenrir, the triple tap. And we got rid of the Birth with Access Codes. We swung in for 8,300 damage to take the victory, going 3-2 tonight. So last time we played this deck at Phantom Nightmare, we did sneak peek for that. We did 3-2 as well. And tonight we got the exact same thing. Round 1 was a little bit of a rough round playing against Voiceless Branded, but we learned some good things. Round 2 playing up against... What did we play against round 2? I've already forgotten. But then round 3 playing against Tenomorphia. That one was rough. The Floodgates just aren't our friends. Round 4 playing against Galaxy Eyes. Oh, that's right. Round 2 we played against ABC Therion Adventure. Round 4 playing against Galaxy Eyes. And round 5 playing against Kashtira. So, I mean, playing against Kashtira, I think that was the biggest surprise of the night. Being able to win against that one. Going in, I was a little nervous, a little scared as to how we would do, since banishing our stuff is not ideal for us. But we were able to come up on top. We were able to take the victory, and in night 3-2, hopefully being in top, so we can get some prizing. But we shall see. So stay tuned. We just did some trading, and honestly, I am super pumped. So I'll have to show you what I pulled. We're traded for, pulled, because we got some bling. To end the night, we take 9th out of 18. So, I mean, right in the middle point, which is not too bad, but dang. Kind of hoping to be up there higher, but there was an intense tiebreaker that just ended in a draw. So, it is what it is, but that is it for this local diaries, everyone. Honestly, Pendulum Magician was so fun to play. I love the deck, and I think we're going to give Vanquish another try, maybe Dinomorphia try too. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you're playing Pen Magician, shout out to you. Honestly, the deck is great. You just gotta be thinking a couple moves ahead. That's it, everyone. I'll pass it over to you.